Number 1. The 1983 Ford F100, listed at $3,500 and located in Selmer, Tennessee, is a true example of classic American truck history that still holds its rugged appeal today. This particular model shows 89,000 miles on the odometer and comes with an automatic transmission, making it practical and user-friendly for daily driving or for those who simply want a reliable workhorse. The seller has already invested time and effort into key areas to ensure this truck remains functional and dependable. Among the work completed are the installation of new freeze plugs, a new carburetor accelerator pump to improve fuel delivery and throttle response, a repaired water leak to keep the cooling system in check, brand new brake lines to ensure stopping power, and fresh mufflers to give the truck that deep but smooth exhaust note enthusiasts appreciate. After this work was done, the seller reports that the truck cranked right up and was driven several miles down the road without a single issue, which demonstrates that even though it's being sold as a project or a hunting truck, the foundation is solid and roadworthy. Cosmetically, it wears the tough, boxy lines of the Bullnose F-Series era, a design style that has grown increasingly collectible over the years. Many enthusiasts see these trucks as the perfect blend of classic character and modern usability, and this one is no exception. The seller points out that all the mechanical work mentioned was performed personally, which not only gives confidence in the quality of the repairs, but also means any potential buyer can ask detailed questions directly and get honest, first-hand answers. While it may need some finishing touches to bring it to show quality, this F100 is already a fantastic starting point. Whether you want to restore it into a head-turning classic, use it as a reliable farm or hunting truck, or simply enjoy it as an affordable entry into the world of vintage Fords. With an asking price of just $3,500, it's hard to find another truck in this condition, and with this much potential at such an accessible cost. It represents a piece of Ford's legacy that can still be driven, worked, and enjoyed, and it's waiting for the next owner to give the road time it deserves. Just remember, the seller is firm on one point. No trades will be accepted. So bring cash if you're ready to take this classic Bullnose F100 home. Number 2. The 1986 Chevrolet C20, listed at $9,250 and located in Archdale, North Carolina, is a standout custom deluxe Silverado lawn bed that has been given a new lease on life with an LS swap, making it not just a classic workhorse but also a modern performer. With just 63,437 miles on the odometer and paired with 5.3 LS motor under the hood, this truck delivers reliable power while retaining its vintage charm. It features a 4-speed manual factory transmission that shifts smoothly, offering a direct and engaging driving experience that's becoming increasingly rare in today's market. The truck remains rear-wheel drive, ideal for cruising, towing, or even light-duty hauling, while the dual exhaust system gives it that throaty V8 rumble enthusiasts love. Step inside and you'll find a retro-style radio to keep the old-school vibe alive, with all gauges and lights functioning properly, ensuring everything is in working order. The glass all around is intact and in great shape, while the overall body presents well with a clean underside, showing the care and attention given to maintaining the Chevy over the years. Equipped with a towing package, it's ready for utility work or for weekend adventures pulling a boat, camper, or trailer, showing that it was built to handle tough jobs but is equally a home as a daily driver. One note for buyers. The truck carries a rebuilt title, stemming from an accident years back that involved damage to bed, but since then it's been repaired properly and brought back into solid, reliable condition. Today, it stands as a clean, sharp-looking truck that blends classic 1980s Chevrolet styling with performance and dependability of modern LS power. Trucks like this are becoming increasingly popular because they offer the best of both worlds. Classic design that turns heads everywhere you go, combined with upgraded performance that means you can actually enjoy driving it without worry. At $9,250, this 1986 Chevy C20 is positioned as an affordable entry into the LS swap classic truck scene, making it ideal for enthusiasts who want something turnkey that doesn't require immediate investment to get on the road. Whether you want to use it as a reliable driver, a weekend cruiser, or the foundation for a more personalized project, this truck has the bones, the powertrain, and the style to fit the bill. Clean underneath, mechanically strong, and cosmetically sharp, it's a great opportunity for someone in Archdale or beyond to own a vintage Chevy that's both practical and fun. Number 3. The 1986 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 regular cab, listed at $11,500 and located in Waco, Texas, is a classic square body truck that's already well on its way to being a head-turning build, offering a great foundation for anyone who loves vintage Chevys. This Scottsdale edition has just 80,550 miles on the odometer, a low number considering its age, and it comes with an automatic transmission paired to a freshly rebuilt 350 V8 engine, meaning the motor and transmission are already sorted and in strong running condition. That's a huge plus, because while many projects require extensive mechanical work before they're even roadworthy, this one runs and drives, making a usable truck from the start. What it really needs now is cosmetic attention to bring it to the next level, something many enthusiasts prefer, since it allows them to put their own style and vision into the truck without worrying about the reliability of the drivetrain. Sitting on classic 15x8 rally wheels wrapped in brand new tires, it has the right stance and presence already, while a back roll pan bumper adds a touch of custom flair. The truck has been primed and is essentially ready for paint, which makes it the perfect blank canvas. You can choose whether to keep it classic with period-correct Chevy colors or go bold with something modern and eye-catching, with a clean Texas title in hand. The transaction is straightforward, and the seller notes that their plates will be removed upon purchase. At $11,500, this Silverado is priced as a strong entry into the collectible truck scene, especially considering that these square-body Chevrolets have surged in popularity and value over the last several years. Their simple, boxy design has become iconic, and with parts still widely available, they're among the most approachable and customizable classic trucks you can buy. For someone looking for a weekend project that doesn't require a complete teardown, this Chevy is ideal. You can drive it as it is, enjoy the rebuilt 350's power, and gradually tackle the cosmetic finishing touches at your own pace. The fact that it's already primed means the most tedious prep work has been done, leaving the exciting stage of personalizing and painting. Whether you want to restore it back to its factory look, give it a sleek show quality finish, or build it into a custom street truck, this Silverado offers a rare opportunity. Strong, mechanically clean titled, and already set up with new tires and wheels, it's ready for its next chapter with someone who appreciates the timeless appeal of Chevy's square body era. Number 4. The 1957 Chevrolet 3500 Crew Cab Long Bed, listed at $14,000 and located in Glendale, Arizona, is a rare classic truck that blends vintage design with practicality, offering collectors and enthusiasts a unique opportunity to own a piece of automotive history that still runs and drives. This isn't just any 57 Chevy. It's a heavy-duty 3500 series crew cab with long bed, making it an even more unusual and desirable find, since most trucks of this era were either two-door or single-cab workhorses. According to the seller, the truck has just 3,000 miles showing, paired with an automatic transmission, which adds an extra layer of convenience compared to manual setups typically found in trucks of this vintage. The truck is described as running and driving, meaning it's already mechanically sound enough to enjoy on the road, though the seller is very clear that it's an old truck and not perfect, which is to be expected from a vehicle nearly 7 decades old. That honesty is refreshing and helps set expectations. It's not a polished show truck yet, but rather a solid starting point for someone who values originality and a character that only time can give. Priced at $14,000 or best offer, it presents itself as a fair deal for someone looking to get into the classic truck scene without paying the much higher prices that fully restored examples often command. The patina, imperfections, and age details tell the story of a hard-working vehicle, and for many buyers today, that raw authenticity is far more desirable than a truck that's been over-restored and stripped of its history. Trucks like this often become the centerpiece of a restoration project, whether you want to keep it period correct with factory styling, or go custom with modern power, suspension, and interior upgrades while retaining the unmistakable 1957 Chevy silhouette. The crew cab long bed configuration makes it practical too, offering room for more passengers and plenty of utility, which is rare in classics from this era. The seller's straightforward tone, "Don't waste my time, and I won't waste yours," underscores that this is a serious listing meant for serious buyers, not tire kickers. For someone who's been hunting for a real-deal vintage Chevy truck that isn't just another short-bed single cab, this 57 3500 crew cab stands out as a truly distinctive project with both immediate drivability and long-term potential. Whether you choose to restore it, preserve its patina, or build it into a custom showpiece, this truck offers a chance to own and shape a piece of classic American truck heritage. Number 5. The 1995 Ford F250 regular cab long bed, listed at $15,000 and located in Phoenix, Arizona, is one of those rare time capsule trucks that immediately grabs attention, not because of the flashy showpiece, but because of its incredible originality and unbelievably low mileage, just 11,000 miles on the odometer since new. That's right. This is an HD XLT model that has barely been driven in its nearly 3 decades of existence, making it a true survivor and a collector-grade find in today's market where most trucks from the 1990s have long since been driven hard, worked daily, and piled on hundreds of thousands of miles. This particular truck comes equipped with Ford's legendary 7.5 LV8 gasoline engine, paired with an automatic transmission, delivering the kind of raw power and reliability that made the F250 one of the most trusted heavy-duty trucks of its era. As expected from such low mileage, the truck runs and drives great, needing nothing to immediately be enjoyed, and the seller makes it clear that the air conditioning blows ice cold, an important detail for buyers in Arizona and anyone who values comfort on long drives. The XLT trim also means you're getting more than just a workhorse. You're getting a truck that was well appointed for its time, with features and details that elevated above the base level models. The body, interior, and mechanical condition are all described as very clean, which aligns with the incredibly low usage. Trucks like this don't come around often, especially in the Southwest, where rust-free bodies are common, but finding one with mileage this low is almost unheard of. At $15,000, it's priced to the serious buyer who understands the value of originality and rarity. While you can easily find a 1990s F250 for less, you won't find another one with this kind of documented mileage and condition, making it a solid investment whether you want to preserve it as a collector's piece, use it sparingly for light duty, or enjoy it as a weekend cruiser that will turn heads at truck meets and car shows. The seller also emphasizes no trades and notes that if the ad is still up, the truck is available, cutting out any ambiguity and making clear that this is a straightforward sale for enthusiasts, collectors, or anyone who simply appreciates a truck that looks, feels, and drives like it did back in 1995. This F250 is an exceptional opportunity, an HD classic that bridges the gap between utility and preservation. Number 6. The 1985 Chevrolet Silverado C10, listed at $10,000 and located in Brownsville, Kentucky. This truck is a real throwback to the golden era of Chevy pickups, a time when durability and dependability were built into every line of steel. With 135,879 miles on the odometer, this Silverado still shows the kind of strength and longevity that makes these square-bodied Chevys so sought after today. Under the hood sits the factory 305 engine paired with an automatic 700 R4 transmission, a combination that has proven reliable through the decades. The truck is loaded with features you don't often find working on trucks of this age. Power locks, power windows, cruise control, even an air conditioning system that blows cold, and a heater that works just as it should. That alone makes it stand out. But the real story is how well this Chevy runs. The owner says it drives so smooth and strong that they take it on the interstate at 75 miles per hour with no hesitation. This is a truck you can jump in, turn the key, tap the gas, and it starts right up every time. Cosmetically, it's in very good shape for being nearly 40 years old. There's a small rust spot behind the rear wheel and some peeling clear coat on the hood, but the body overall is solid, straight, and ready to shine with a little TLC. What makes it even better is the recent work that's been done to keep it road ready. New tie rods, a fresh idler arm, new rotors and bearings up front, plus new spark plug wires, a cap, and a rotor. It's also got new Pioneer rear speakers installed, making sure your drive comes with some good tunes along the way. These upgrades show that this truck has been cared for, not just left to sit. The Silverado C10 is one of the most iconic pickups in Chevrolet's history, and finding one in this kind of running, driving condition with working features is becoming harder and harder. It blends reliability, classic styling, and modern usability all in one package. For $10,000, this 1985 Silverado is not just a good buy. It's a piece of history you can still enjoy on the open road today. If you've been looking for a dependable classic truck that's as ready for daily driving as it is for weekend cruising, this C10 might just be the perfect fit. Number 7. The 1985 Chevrolet Silverado Scottsdale, priced at $12,000 and located in North Ridgeville, Ohio. This is not just another old truck. This is a classic 3/4-ton C/20 pickup that's been given new life through a careful rebuild. The odometer shows just 30,000 miles, but with the truck's age, it has most likely rolled over. Still, what really matters is the work that's been done. The motor and transmission have both been rebuilt, and since then, only about 300 miles have been put on the truck. That means you're essentially getting a fresh drivetrain and a body that has already been refinished with new paint. The 350 engine is not the truck's original motor, but it has been paired with a reliable automatic transmission, and it starts on the first try every time. Add in a 4-barrel carburetor, an electric choke, and no leaks anywhere, and you can already see the value here. There are a lot of positives that make this Scottsdale stand out. It's got dual tanks, brakes that are like new, and tires that have plenty of life left. The interior has held up surprisingly well, staying fairly free of the kind of sun you'd expect in a truck this age. It even comes with a fitted truck cover, showing that the owner has taken care to protect it. with fresh seals already purchased for front windows and doors, plus new tracks and vents for the driver's side window. The new owner will have the opportunity to finish off the final touches. Of course, like many classics, there are still a few small issues. The transmission shifts, but the owner believes there may be a minor vacuum line or linkage adjustment needed to make it perfect. The dual tanks can be switched at the moment, though the replacement selector switch and part are included and just need to be installed. And while the new seals are on hand, the windows and doors currently do leak. But these are small, straightforward projects. The heavy lifting, the expensive work, has already been done. This 1985 Chevrolet Silverado Scottsdale is a great balance between a finished driver and a light project. With the rebuilt motor and transmission, clean body, new paint, and fresh mechanicals, it's a truck you can drive and enjoy right away while tackling a few small jobs at your own pace. For $12,000, it's a solid buy and a piece of Chevy truck history that's only getting harder to find in this condition. Number 8. The 1965 GMC 1500 regular cab, priced at $17,500 and located in Conroe, Texas. This isn't just an old pickup sitting in the weeds. This is a documented piece of history with a clean title, the original 1965 purchase receipt, and even the original window sticker. For collectors and builders alike, that kind of documentation is rare, and it sets the foundation for what's already an incredible project. This truck has zero rust, and while it wears a patina finish on the outside, underneath, it's been carefully refreshed and mechanically brought back to life. The chassis is the original short bed Chevy frame with trailing arms, completely cleaned and freshly painted. Under the hood sits the heart of the beast, a freshly built 468 big block that's rowdy, powerful, and paired to a freshly rebuilt TH400 transmission. Together, they make this GMC more than just a classic. They make it a serious street machine. It runs, it drives, it stops, and all the essentials work, from the lights and gauges, even the wipers, and it doesn't stop there. The owner has invested in a long list of new parts, all installed and ready to go. We're talking brand new front and rear bumpers with brackets, grille guards, fenders, and core support. The entire fuel system has been refreshed with new fuel line, fuel pump, and tank. The braking system has been upgraded with new front and rear hoses, metal lines, calipers, discs, and a new master cylinder. The drivetrain has been modernized with new drive shaft, fresh U-joints, new ball joints, control arms, trailing arms, and even a late model rear axle. Lift spindles, new tie rods, and steering links ensure handling is tight, while a new power steering box and lines give you smooth, easy control behind the wheel. On the electrical and cooling side, the updates continue. There's a new carburetor, a high-torque mini starter, fresh battery and leads, a new alternator, and a big aluminum radiator with all new hoses and thermostat, connected by braided transmission lines to handle the power of that big block. With all of this work done mechanically, this truck is ready to go. What you get with this 1965 GMC 1500 is a truck that keeps its vintage soul with that patina finish, while underneath it's been transformed into a dependable high-performance machine. It's rare to find one this solid, this well-documented, and this mechanically fresh. At $17,500, it's the kind of classic you can take home and enjoy immediately, whether you want to drive it as is with that raw, rowdy attitude, or take it further into a show-quality build. Number 9. The 1978 Ford F150 regular cab Explorer, priced at $3,000 and located in Perry, Florida. This isn't just another old pickup. It's a true piece of Ford truck history, and it comes with a story and documentation that makes it even more special. Driven just over 122,000 miles and paired with an automatic transmission, this Explorer edition still carries with it a clean Florida title and, incredibly, all the original paperwork. Yes, everything from a lot warranty form when it was purchased back in 1983 to a complete binder of service records and documentation. The kind of history collectors and enthusiasts dream of finding with a classic truck. Now, Here's the detail that makes this listing unique. The truck will come with a good C6 transmission, but the motor will be pulled unless you're ready to pay $6,500. At the listed $3,000 price, you're essentially buying the solid bones of a 1978 F-150 Explorer with its complete documented history, clean paperwork, and good automatic transmission, ready for the power plant of your choice. It's not often you see a 70s Ford Explorer edition with this level of provenance still intact. The body itself is in pretty good shape for its age, nearly half a century old, yet remains solid enough to serve as the perfect base for restoration or a custom build. And for those who've been hunting for an authentic, well-documented truck to start a project with, this one checks all the boxes. The seller is clear about trades. The only thing that might tempt them is another 70s short wheelbase Ford with a clean title. Otherwise, cash talks, and this Explorer can be yours. What makes this truck stand out isn't just the steel and chrome. It's the story that comes with it. That complete binder paperwork means you'll know this truck's life from the day it rolled off the lot, giving you a rare chance to own a piece of Ford's long and proud F-Series legacy with an unbroken history. At $3,000, the 1978 Ford F-150 Explorer is more than just a project. It's an opportunity to carry on the life of a truck that's already proven its place in the world. Whether you restore it to factory glory, build it into a street machine, or keep the patina and drive it as a survivor, this one gives you the canvas to create your own chapter in its story. Number 10. The 1971 Chevrolet C10 Short Bed Custom Deluxe, listed at $16,500 and located in Columbia Station, Ohio. This is one of those timeless pickups that helped define the Chevy truck legacy of the early 70s. With just over 11,000 miles showing on the odometer, it comes equipped with a 350 V8 paired to an automatic transmission, giving you that dependable GM muscle under the hood. Even more, this particular C10 was sold new in Arkansas and still carries a unique history of its original roots. From the outside, this truck tells a story of both strength and character. It runs well, starts easily, and drives the way a classic Chevy should. There's some rust, a reminder of its age and authenticity. But for many enthusiasts, that's the honest patina that makes a vintage truck feel alive. It's not just a vehicle. It's a survivor that still proudly carries the Chevrolet nameplate more than 50 years later. Inside, the custom deluxe trim means you're getting a bit more comfort and features than the base model offered back in '71. And here's something worth noting. This truck is factory equipped with air conditioning. In the world of classic trucks, factory AIC is always a big plus, and it makes the C10 stand out even more for collectors and drivers alike. It's already received some updates to keep it road ready, including a brand new windshield. So you'll have clear vision ahead whether you plan to cruise it on weekends or keep it as a foundation for a full restoration. For $16,500, what you're really getting here is a strong running, factory A/C equipped, short bed C10. The kind of truck that collectors chase because of its proportions, drivability, and growing demand in today's classic market. The 1971 Chevrolet C10 short bed is more than just an old pickup. It represents an era when trucks were built simple, strong, and stylish. Whether you leave it as is and enjoy the nostalgia of driving a true survivor, or restore it into a showstopper, this custom deluxe is ready to continue its journey with a new owner who appreciates its history and potential. Number 11. The 1973 Chevy C30 dump truck, listed at $4,800 and located in Lima, Ohio. This is not your average pickup. This is a true workhorse from the early 1970s, built during an era when Chevrolet trucks were engineered to handle just about anything you could throw at them. With 134,000 miles on the odometer and a manual transmission, this one still has plenty of life left and a lot of stories to tell. Under the hood, you'll find a low-mileage Vortec 350 that has replaced the original motor, making it a much stronger and more reliable machine. It's paired to a heavy-duty SM465 4-speed manual transmission, the kind of gearbox known for its toughness and long life, especially in trucks built for work. To support it, The owner has already put in a brand new intake, an Edelbrock carburetor, and a new starter. This setup makes sure the truck fires right up and delivers the kind of grunt you need when you're hauling or dumping loads. Mechanically, this truck is in very solid condition. All 6 tires have good tread. The brakes are in strong working order, and the dump body and frame are clean, a big deal when you're looking at a nearly 50-year-old working truck. The cab does have some rust in the fenders and doors, but that's expected for a vehicle of this age. The good news is that the cab floors have already been replaced with drop-in pans, which means one of the big problem areas has already been taken care of. Visually, it carries the honest patina of a truck that's been used for its purpose, not pampered, but not abused either. For $4,800 or best offer, what you're really getting here is a dependable, running and driving dump truck with a clean title in hand. You can put it straight to work on your property, use it as a farm or construction rig, or, if you're into classic restorations, take it to the next level and turn it into a rare showpiece. The 1973 Chevy C30 dump truck represents the kind of durability and simplicity that modern trucks just can't match. Built tough, easy to maintain, and ready for whatever job you throw at it, this truck is a solid piece of American work history. Whether you need it for hauling, restoring, or simply appreciating a true classic work rig, this Chevy is ready to go. Number 12. The 1979 GMC Sierra 1500 regular cab long bed, listed at $4,500 and located in Jasper, Georgia. This classic high Sierra 2WD pickup is a survivor from an era when trucks were built to last, and it still carries that unmistakable late 70s boxy styling that collectors and enthusiasts love. Showing just 54,000 miles on the odometer and backed by an automatic transmission, this truck represents both a solid starting point for restoration and a usable driver just as it sits today. Under the hood, you'll find a dependable 350 small block V8 paired with a 350 transmission, one of the most iconic and reliable combinations GM ever built. The truck starts, drives, and stops, which means mechanically it's all there, but it does have a little quirk. Sometimes it runs beautifully, and other times it runs a bit rough. The culprit? That old quadrijet carburetor, which the seller admits is trash and really needs either a tune-up or replacement to make this engine perform the way it's meant to. The good news is, once sorted out, you'll have a truck that runs as strong as it looks. Inside, the truck has a decent interior with a dash cover, seat cover, and carpet in place. The radio doesn't work, but all the lights, both interior and exterior, function properly. It's the kind of interior that's comfortable and usable, but also leaves room for you to add your own personal touches if you're restoring or customizing. On the outside, this GMC shows no real rust, which is a huge plus for a truck of this age. The body has held up well, and while it isn't a showroom queen, it has that honest, straight look that makes these late 70s GM trucks so appealing. What really makes this truck attractive is its condition for the price. At $4,500 cash, you're getting a running, driving GMC High Sierra that doesn't need major rust repair and already has the bones of a great classic pickup. With a little work on the carb and a few updates here and there, this truck could easily become a reliable weekend cruiser, a stylish daily driver, or the base for a full restoration project. The 1979 GMC Sierra 1500 is more than just a truck. It's part of American history. Built at a time when pickups were straightforward, tough, and made to handle whatever life threw at them, it remains a timeless symbol of durability and classic style. This one, located in Jasper, Georgia, is waiting for its next chapter with someone who appreciates what these trucks represent. Number 13. The 1960 Chevrolet 2500 regular cab long bed, listed at $7,000, is located in North Las Vegas, Nevada. This truck is a true piece of American history. A C20 Apache that has managed to survive the decades and still stands tall today. It runs and drives, powered by the reliable 283 cubic inch V8 engine paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, giving you that classic, hands-on driving experience you just can't replicate in modern trucks. It even has an underbed gas tank installed for a cleaner. Safer design and lap and shoulder seat belts have already been fitted for a bit of modern practicality. What makes this Apache stand out is its story. It originally started its life as a camper van truck, but later was converted into a fleet side bed, which adds both versatility and a unique look. The truck also comes with an AC compressor and plumbing. It's there if you want to bring air conditioning back to life, making it even more comfortable for daily use or weekend cruises. Mileage sits at 82,000, and in 2021, the owner invested time and money into keeping it in good shape. It received a new Edelbrock carburetor, brand new tires, fresh plugs and wires, a new distributor, new bedwood, a new alternator, and even new seat foam with updated upholstery. Those updates not only make the truck more dependable, but they also preserve its classic charm while ensuring you can actually enjoy driving it today. Now, it's not perfect. It does need a little bit of electrical work, and like most classics, it can use a patient hand from someone who appreciates vintage trucks. But overall, it starts, it runs, it drives, and it stops, which means the hard part has already been done. With a clean title, current registration, and insurance, it's ready for its next chapter on the road. The seller makes it clear. They're simply moving on to different projects, and they're not interested in trades. For $7,000 cash, this 1960 Chevrolet C20 Apache offers not just a vehicle, but a chance to own a classic slice of history, a truck with character, upgrades, and plenty of potential left for its next proud owner. Number 14. The 1976 Ford F250 Highboy 4x4, listed for $3,000, is located in Temecula, California. This truck is what enthusiasts call a true highboy, the lifted, heavy-duty 4x for that Ford built tough during the mid-70s. It represents an era when trucks weren't about comfort or luxury. They were about raw strength, utility, and a stance that made them stand apart from the crowd. Now, let's be upfront. This isn't a turnkey daily driver. The truck starts and drives, but it does need serious attention to the engine and transmission. If you're planning to take it home, you'll definitely need a trailer to load it. For someone looking for a project or a solid base to build on, though, this is a very tempting opportunity. On the outside, the body tells its own story. It's described as very straight, which is a huge plus on a truck this old. But yes, it does come with plenty of rust. That rust will require work if you're aiming for a full restoration. But the bones of the truck are still there. Structurally, the steering and brakes are in good shape, which means you're not starting entirely from scratch. This highboy sits in that sweet spot. It's not beyond saving, but it's not pretending to be perfect either. It's honest. What you see is what you get. At $3,000 or best offer, the seller makes it clear. This truck could serve as a valuable parts donor for another highboy project, or it could be the foundation for someone ready to put in the time, labor, and love to bring it back to life. One thing to note. This sale is bill of sale only, so you'll want to keep that in mind if paperwork is important for your build or project plans. Overall, this 1976 Ford F250 Highboy 4x4 is for the builder, the dreamer, or the enthusiast who knows what these old Fords are worth when restored. It's not a quick flip, but it's an opportunity, a blank canvas of classic American truck history, just waiting for the right hands. Number 15. The 1990 Ford F150, listed at just $850, is currently located in Spokane. This is one of those classic ran when parked stories. The kind of truck you find sitting in the yard, waiting for someone with the right vision to bring it back to life. Under the hood, it's got the fuel-injected 5.0L 302 engine, paired with a 5-speed manual transmission and a 2-speed transfer case. That combination makes a solid platform for anyone who loves the simplicity and durability of Ford's 9th-generation F-Series trucks. The seller explains that the truck was parked years ago when his father got sick and later passed away. Since then, it hasn't been touched. The odometer reads just 10,000 miles, though with the age of the truck, that's likely rolled over. As it sits now, the truck has been sitting for several years. The tires are flat, and the seller hasn't had a chance to look at it in detail. In his own words, if he gets it running, the price will go up, That makes the $850 tag an as-is opportunity for anyone willing to take a gamble. Of course, there are some important notes to keep in mind. This truck comes with no title, so it's being sold strictly as is. For some buyers, that makes it best suited as a parts truck, especially since the drivetrain alone, the 5.0L, the manual transmission, and the transfer case, can be worth the asking price. For others, it could be the start of a project, especially if they're comfortable navigating title paperwork in their state. Condition-wise, beyond the flat tires and years of sitting, no other details are confirmed. But that's part of the intrigue with a truck like this. It could be a hidden gem that fires up with some fresh fuel and battery, or it could need a full overhaul from the ground up. At the end of the day, this 1990 Ford F-150 is a budget entry point into classic truck ownership. Whether you want it for parts, a project, or simply the challenge of seeing if you can make it run again, it's a rare find at under $1,000. Trucks like these don't stay around long, especially with Ford's reputation for toughness and reliability. For someone nearby, this could be the deal of the month. Number 16, the 1973 Chevrolet C10 short bed stepside, listed at $13,900 and currently located in Waco, California. Here we have a true project truck with a lot of the hard work already done. This 73 C10 comes with a clean title in hand and even has current registration, which already makes it an easier starting point compared to many project vehicles. The bones of this truck are solid, and mechanically it's had plenty of updates. It's equipped with a small block Chevy paired to a freshly rebuilt TH350 automatic transmission with 0 miles on the rebuild. Under the hood, you'll find new headers feeding into Flowmaster mufflers, although the exhaust still needs to be completed. The engine fires up but could use a carb cleaning to get it running at its best. On the suspension side, it's been upgraded with a CPP-46 drop kit, including drop spindles, coils, and a rear C-notch for clearance. Add to that all new front suspension components, new control arms, new tie rods, and fresh brakes both front and rear. The brakes still need to be bled, but the parts are already in place. That's a big savings in both money and labor for whoever picks up the project. As for the body, it's at the classic short bed stepside look, one of the most desirable body styles in the C10 lineup. The overall condition is workable, with some expected rust in the front driver's door corner and at the cab corner on the driver's side. Nothing too surprising for a California truck of this vintage, and certainly nothing beyond repair for a motivated restorer. Best of all, this truck is smog exempt in California, which makes it that much easier to get on the road legally once it's finished. The seller makes it clear it's a project and will need to be trailered home, but as work continues, the asking price will only go up. At $13,900, this is your chance to lock it in before more improvements drive the value higher. Overall, this 1973 Chevrolet C10 stepside has all the right ingredients: a clean title, current registration, major mechanical upgrades, and that desirable short bed stepside body. For the right buyer, this is a perfect foundation to build your dream classic truck.